Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. Yes, indeedy. We are back. Just trying to get my shit together over here. Alright. Alright, we back, baby. We back. Alright, what's up, guys? So, just came off live on Starship's thing, and I was just thinking about it, and we're gonna get back into this thing. I'm just curious. Maybe they're trying to tell us. Maybe they're trying to tell us a date of November 11th, and I'm gonna break it down to you why I believe that. So, I'm gonna go back to the Charlie thing. Charlie got shot on September 10th, right? Before he got shot, he had 3 hats on his table. Okay, he had 347 hats on his table. 47 comes up to 11, right? So there's a code there there could be a code there that says 11, 11, 11, okay? Because there's 3 hats with 47. 47 equals 11, right? Stay with me. That's 11, 11, 11. Then, now Charlie's wife, Erica, is very big in the news now. She's all over the place, right? When I was looking at Erica's name, Erica has 3 K's in her name, right? So K equals 11, and in Erica's name, there's also 3 11s in there, okay? Now, there's also a saying, remember the 5th of November. What if, not saying I'm correct, but what if remember the 5th of November could really mean November 11th? Because 5 flipped is 2, and then 2 could be broken down to 1, 1. So remember the 5th could be 11 of November, which could be 11 also. Now, I'm going to show you a few things here. I'm going to show you some pictures. Now, today I was driving, okay? Now, I ain't going to be able to show you the timestamp, but as you can see, there's a plate. Today, that plate right in front of me says 1111, right? So I'm like, holy shit, right? 1111. I shit you not, right? Right after that, there's this bus. Now, you see the bus, it says B13. Okay? To me, I'm going to tell this at. On November 11th, that is the 315th day. Okay? So B13, to me, the B is the second letter, right? So we got 213. But 2 could be flipped to a 5. So then we could have 513. And if we flip that whole date, you get 315. Now, I found it interesting because right after I seen that plate that said 1111, the school bus literally came right after that, and that to me represents 315. Now, the 315th day of the year is November 11th, weirdly enough. Now, again, I don't know if these are signs, these are telling me what to do or whatever the case is, but if I'm on point and Starship is on point, then we believe that November 11th is a big date, okay? Now, I want to show you something on here as well, too. So remember, I just finished telling you, Charlie Kirk, when he got, right, he had 3 hats on his table that said 11, 11, 11. Charlie Kirk's wife got 3 K's in her name. That's 11, 11, 11, okay? Charlie Kirk also, he passed away of a bullet, they say, hitting his neck. So bullet, again, silver bullet as we talk about these things, okay? Now, why is that important? Remember the 5th of November. Remember, that kept being the saying. Remember the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. Remember. When is Remembrance Day in 2025? Remember.
In the United Kingdom, Remembrance Day will be on Tuesday, November 11th, 2025.
So then I was like, oh shit. I wonder, because now, like I said, I already said that the 5 could be flipped to a 2. It could be broken down to 1-1. That could be November 11th. Maybe this is why there was a video of Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO for Ripple, and behind him there was a board that said 22. It had the number 22 highlighted behind them. Now 22 is 22. 22 could be broken down to 1-1 and 1-1. Okay? Maybe November 11th. Maybe that's why the Ripple lawsuit happened on the 22nd. And remember, I think it happened on a Tuesday as well, too. If I'm not... Let's see. Oh, I don't want to lose this. Hold on a second. That doesn't really matter. We're just going to get into the talks about here. So here we got Remembrance Day, right? We already said that was November 2nd. Now this is where it gets interesting. And I'm going to show you here. Now remember, I was talking about 311s. There's a code for 311s, 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 and I'm not sure why, but I want you to check this out here. Now we said Remembrance Day, also known as Poppy Day. Maybe that's why pop was such a big thing. Okay? P-O-P. All right? We know that deals with Metallica's P-O-P. Now, that being said, right, as you can read here, whatever, they're talking about commonwealth, right? Well, maybe wealthy. Maybe we're going to be wealthy in this time. But remember I kept telling you about the 11 code, right? Now, look at this. Remembrance Day is observed on November 11th to recall the end First War. Hostels ended at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month. Look at that. 11, 11, 11. There's 3 11s here. All right? Could this be telling us that maybe the moon date might be on November 11th? There's a strong possibility. There is a strong possibility. Oh, you know what? My phone is hot. I gotta unplug this thing. Phone is too hot. And then also, what else I want to show you? Hold on. This here. Now, remember, I kept telling you about the third... Oh, is it not going to show me now? Let me see if I took a screenshot, because on that same day, it was relating to something on 1913. And again, we were talking about how price for silver could be $1,300, $13,000, maybe $130 per ounce. Nobody knows. Now, like I said, I don't know. These are just some confirmations. Like I said, I was driving. I had 11, 11, 11, 11. Then literally like 5 minutes later, that school bus in front of me was showing me like the 315 day. So, and again, 315, if you remove the 1, you get 35. That's the 35th president was JFK, which is connected to gold and silver. Okay? Which is connected to gold and silver. Leaves 50 days left of the year. Okay? Also, November is connected. Let me see. I think I took screenshots here. So now we're going to go back to Snake Eyes, the movie, right? And there's a guy in there called Lincoln Tyler. All right? Weirdly enough, Abraham Lincoln, he's freeing the slaves. Supposedly Metallicus might free the slaves, or, you know, that's kind of like the theory or whatever. Abraham Lincoln is connected to Thanksgiving, okay? And on October 3rd, He has a connection with October 3rd, which is 13. 1863. Again, the 6 and the 3 gives you 3 6s. When you flip them, they give you 3 9s. That can be the purity of silver. I'm going to show you here. I got to show you the other way because it's very faded. So as you can see here, see, Abraham Lincoln is connected to silver on Thanksgiving, okay? And that being said, remember I was saying how Thanksgiving was probably very important. They kept talking about pies, and one of the biggest holidays is Thanksgiving that deals with pies, right? Giving and stuff like that. So, again, there's that. Then here's Tyler. See, Tyler, the creator. He even has a song of November. Okay, now I know it has nothing to do with the movie, but we're making connections with the word Tyler and linking and the month of November. So this is what I found. Okay, and here it is. Actually, look at that. Fucking one day before our November 11th. One day before our November 11th day, and this is what this guy is talking about. Funny, just that's how the Matrix works. Then oh, okay. And I'm going to show you more clues to why I think it could be November. Now, I was looking at Remembrance Day. Now, this is Armistice. All right, that kind of reminded me of a Ready Player One movie, Artemis, that was in there, right? But that was on November 11th as well. And here, this is connected to November 11th, right? Because this is all November 11th shit. Everything you need to know about Remembrance Day, November 11th. What is Remembrance Day, right? Royal British Legion. Now, remember, Charlie was wearing a certain shirt that said freedom on it, okay? And look at, Remembrance Day is connected to freedom, okay? Remembrance Day is connected to freedom, and Charlie was wearing that freedom shirt. And remember, he was wearing a white shirt, just like Usher in the Super Bowl. He was wearing white and silver. Purity. This is why when you go back to WrestleMania 3, right? When you go back to WrestleMania 3, and you listen to Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 3, it's about wrestlers, right? And before a match, sometimes they would interview a wrestler and see what they had to say about their opponent. If you have time, go back. I did it before, but go back to WrestleMania 3 and go find the part where Hulk Hogan is talking about Andre the Giant before the fight. Okay? It's like in the middle. I think it's like a 3-hour fight or video. It might be in the middle somewhere. Either an hour and a half or an hour and 50 minutes if my mind is on point. That's so weird if I could pinpoint that interview. But anyway, you have Hulk Hogan using the words pure and truth. Pure. When you go look up silver, that's exactly what you see as well. Purity and stuff like that. Andre the Giant, again, AG. That connects to silver. He was 7'4". 47 connects to silver. 47 is where the Diamond District is at in Manhattan in New York City. And that's why you see all these rappers and shit with diamonds around their neck, because diamonds represent silver as well. That's why some of the rappers had diamond mics. I think Rihanna also had a diamond mic, or whatever the case is. So diamonds also connect to silver. Blue connects to silver. This is why I believe the towers that were owned by Silverstein, they decided to put blue beams up. You know, why not a rainbow, but only blue beams up? This is why the cops have that blue bar. Okay? Silver bar, blue bar. All right? So Lee over here says Washington becomes a U.S. state on the November 11th. Washington has to deal with the dollar bill, right? George Washington, he's on the dollar bill. And we also know that those dollar bills also used to be silver certificates. Again, I don't know if that has to do with all silver. I'm just pointing shit out that I can see that connects to silver, and that's connecting to today's event. All right? Oh, this is what I wanted to show you here too. So here's there's poppies, I think, over here. Yeah, something that has to do with poppies. Right? Remembrance Day, all right? And here, in 1931, the federal government, maybe this is why, oh my God. Maybe this is why in the news, they're talking about federal fucking shutdown. They're trying to show us all the breadcrumbs, maybe. Look at this, how November 11th is connected to federal government. And here we are here today talking about shutting down the fucking federal government. Don't you see how the news is playing out just like the movies? Just fucking weird. Right? And move Thanksgiving Day. So again, there's the Thanksgiving Day. Remember I was like, oh, the 333, it was leap year that day. And I was screaming about how 333 was on Thanksgiving Day. Maybe it's coming up this year. I mean, next year. I don't know. Hopefully it's this year. If not, I can't see it not being no later than November of next year, being on the 26th. Okay? Don't know. That being said, also on the 26th, from the date that Charlie got shot, was with September 10th, all the way to November 11th, it's 62 days. Okay? 62 days. Again, 62 can be 29, right? 6 can be flipped to a 9, and you got 29. Then you get 92, because 9 and 2 is 911. Because the 2 breaks down to 1-1, and you have your 9, and that's 911. And the 911 could literally be November 11th. Okay? November 11th. So these are just some of the things I see for November time. I don't know. I just think that, this is very big. The Charlie thing is so connected to Snake Eyes movie, right? That, look at this. Even in the movie, look at this. Even in the movie, September 10th. Okay, that's when this guy got shot, on September 10th. Are you kidding me? Is it 10th or 9? I don't know. It looks like a 10 there. Looks like a 10 there to me. But either way, that is way too close. Tyler, look at it. Tyler, as big as fucking the day can see, September 10th. Just weird. Weird, weird, weird. And if that is 10, then you got 1010 right here, which is X, which is another sterling silver stamp right there. So, just pointing out what I see. Big, big, big connections. Big, big, big connections. Also, all right, I'm going to show you another connection. Now, what happens if this has to do with proton and silver? All right. See where they're fighting? Atlantic City. Can it be the A chain? Because they keep talking about the A chain. Right? Remember, what the hell is the guy's name? Whoever did the Super Bowl halftime show, Super Bowl 59. Why can't I remember his damn name? Anyway, he had the A chain on. He had the A chain on over here. So, it's just, yeah, there you go too. 9 plus 1 also is 10. 9 and 1 is 10. You got 10, 10 there. All right? There's a lot of connections here. And then I'm going to show you. Remember I just told you that the day that this guy got shot and November 11th has 62 days in between? Now I'm going to show you something in the movie that they relate to 29. All right? Now, hold on. Now I'm going to get the movie out. I got to get the movie out. I got to get the movie out.
$3,000 on Tyler. This was a little sticky. 2,900. I don't want this one. Why? There's blood all over it. Well, aren't you delicate? Tyler! Woo! Neck King high, right? Check it out, right?
Tyler. So you see it? Oh my God. I didn't even realize that. I'm just freestyling right at the moment right now. So did you see what just happened right there? He just said, here's $3,000 to bet on Tyler. And the guy's like, no. Only $29 because I'm not taking this one because it has blood on it. Right? Now 29, I told you, connects to 62. Funny enough, Tyler, they got shot. Charlie, they got shot on that date all the way to 11/11 is 62 days. They just said 29. And then he mentions blood. I'm not going to take this one because it has blood on it. And then right after that, he started screaming, Tyler, Tyler, woohoo, Tyler. That is fucking weird. That's just weird to me. Because Charlie got shot by a guy named Tyler, and then there was blood there. This guy just said, I don't want to take the dollar because there's blood on it. And then right after that, he screams, Tyler? I just noticed that right now. as I'm freestyle. And he had a silver. All right, look. I'm going to show you. Hold on. He has a silver fucking. Look, see how he has a silver and he's giving him the money? Watch the next guy that comes down. He has a gold suit on. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Look at. See? After talking about blood, look at the gold coming down. Like fucking Donald Trump on the escalator. Like Donald Trump on the escalator. Even he's wearing like something like gold shit. Lincoln Tyler. He's fucking screaming Lincoln Tyler. Now, I want to show you something else here. Now remember, if you watched any of that video with Charlie, right? There's some weird shit about there's a ring finger. He has a ring on his ring finger. After he gets shot, when he comes back up, the ring switches from ring finger to pinky finger. Now, I'm not going to debate if it's real, if it's not real. I'm just pointing out that they're showing you a ring finger, okay? A ring finger. Where is this happening? In a ring. They're fighting in a ring in this movie. Weirdly enough, I guess just a big coincidence, there was a ring incident with Charlie as well too. Okay? But we're not done yet. I didn't go through this whole thing. I'm just really kind of just showing you.
What are you going to do? Turn me in again?
Now this guy right here is the guy who gets shot. Weirdly enough, he is also wearing a white shirt. He's also a politician that gets shot in the neck. Weirdly enough. Kendrick Lamar, thank you. Kendrick Lamar was wearing the A chain. This fight in the movie is happening in Atlantic City. AC, A chain. Could it be? I'm not saying I'm correct. I'm just pointing out shit that I'm recognizing.
No, I never got caught again. Angela's happy, trust me.
Now here's another thing I want to show you.
It's not natural.
They're slick in this movie. You really got to watch this movie.
What's the problem? In DC, I caught a few guys. I got money. I love it. I was mad. I haven't seen this guy.
Hold on. Now I want to show you this, but you got to catch it good. She's wearing like a shirt that's kind of like white silvery. It's like a white silvery thing. Okay? Now look. This is, to me, Charlie's wife. Right? She got blonde hair. Look at Charlie's wife. She's wearing a silvery white outfit. She's trying to represent, and it's funny because she's wearing a wig. You're going to see it. It falls off. She's trying to represent Charlie's wife with the blonde hair, in my opinion. See, look, her hair falls out. See how those guys are looking around? See how wig falls off? Why should she be wearing a wig? She is representing Charlie's wife there. Weird. That's Tyler. No, that's not Tyler. That's Tyler right there. He's in the ring. Tyler is part of the ring. Part of Charlie's little glitch or whatever you want to call it. Okay? And here... look at the two M's. You see the M's? Metallicus. You see the fucking American flag? Just like what? USA turning point? USA? I'm sorry, I'm not reading everything right now. I am just trying to break this down at the minute. And if you notice, all the seats are blue. I told you, silver is blue. It's connected to blue. Right, there's more blue. There's blue everywhere. Blue pillars, blue seats, blue ring on the bottom there. And then you got red and blue, which you know is purple. Okay. Also, remember James Comey. He was in the news, right? Tell me James Comey doesn't look like this guy in the news, this other cop in the movie. Now, he's not the crooked cop. Funny enough, Nicolas Cage, well, he is kind of the crooked cop as well, too. Weirdly enough, because he has shit set up and he was supposed to... Well, I don't want to give away the movie, but he was a little corrupted as well, too. And weirdly enough, there's a very strong resemblance of this guy's face and James Comey's face. Also, I'm going to tell you again, if you're not really catching on, this is all like Jesus Christ events, okay? You notice Charlie James Kirk, Charlie James, Christ, Jesus, James, Jesus, Charlie, Christ. Then you had Jimmy Kimball, J.K., Jimmy, Jesus, Christ, Kimball. Funny enough, it was Kimball, well, it was Jimmy Kimball Returns. Jesus Christ Returns. Weirdly enough, they returned his show on Rapture Day on September 25th. No, September 23rd was Rapture Day. That's the same day they brought Jimmy Kimball back. Right after that story, they came out with the James Comey story, okay? The corrupted cop. And I'm like, yo, that's a lot of this shit adds up to that movie over there. So, just weirdly. And then I told you about the casinos. There's all talks about 42nd Street in Manhattan trying to get a casino, Coney Island trying to get a casino, talks about Nas, the rapper, just got a casino. All these talks about casino, and weirdly enough, this movie takes place, the shooting takes place in a casino, okay? They're in Atlantic City in a casino, all right? And weirdly enough, Donald Trump is connected to Atlantic City because he had Trump Towers, Taj Mahal. He had all that shit over there as well, too. Okay? And if you didn't notice, I got to show you one more time now. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't take that call on there. I'm just saying. This is the guy who got shot. Look at his hands. Isn't that weird how Charlie's hands were? Are you fucking kidding me? That's just a very big coincidence that in this movie, this guy's hands are up like that, and Charlie's hands were up like that. I'm just saying, it's just a weird coincidence. I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying it's a weird coincidence. Hold on. There's another part in here I want you to see. Come on. All right, if you didn't really know, over here, I can't get a good... It says Mills. Sorry, baby, I can't answer the phone. It says Mills there. Also, we had a lady, Mills, that was just on the news. A singer. Some singer was just on... Oh, did I take a picture? So we were trying to talk about also 10 Days of Darkness. I want to point something else out over here. 10:30.
No, I mean, who's she with? Not the guy next to her. Beautiful woman alone at a fight. Sexy lady, what's the problem? You gotta respect. Show them a heavyweight champion in the ring.
I'm going to show you something here. She sits down at a certain time. I want to see when she sits down. Sorry, guys.
You are the one that's going to be sorry.
So weirdly enough, also in that movie, the blonde-headed girl is talking to the guy who got shot about some type of defensive weapons. Did you know that Erica's parents are connected to defensive weapons? And you have a chick with blonde hair that kind of resembles Erica. speaking to the guy who got shot about defensive weapons. A little suspect.
Listen to me, Mr. Secretary.
You know. And weirdly enough, on this timestamp, it's 11 right there, as you see here with the blonde hair. 11. It says 11:13 on there. Actually said 13:11. Actually, that's the timestamp of the movie right there. Don't find that weird? Don't find that weird? The lady with blonde hair, kind of talking to the guy named Charlie Kirkland, like Charlie's wife in the movie. The lady that looks like Charlie's wife speaking to the guy named Charlie Kirkland, who gets shot.
I'm telling you, you are the one that's going to be sorry.
Let me see something.
Look here, Mr. Tyler, he ain't in the mood to talk.
I want to show you one other thing too, if you people never caught it, and I seen a post today actually. This rhino, the swordfishes, you know what the swordfishes and the rhinos, you know what they represent? And look, that's the same guy with the gold suit right there also. That's the unicorn right there, okay? The rhinos and the swordfishes, I just found out, represents the unicorn, okay? Now let me go in here, read what you guys are typing so I can catch up to what you guys are saying on here. What's up, everybody? You said David at Ripple's retiring, is he? He's probably joining the Metallica's team. I wouldn't be surprised. That shows XRP. Yeah. If you flip 513, that's 312, bro. Now, when I'm talking about flipping, when I said 513, meaning flipping as going like this, like a mirror reflection. So instead of 513, you read it backwards, 315. Flip it, 315. You read it the other way. Just weirdly enough, I seen 1111, and then right after that, like I could have showed you timestamps because I usually do. I always have receipts, but I sent those pictures from another phone, so they don't have the timestamps on them. Only from the phone I originally took pictures from, which is the phone I'm videotaping from. So anyway, that was that. I'm not in my car, no. I'm in my work car. Starship made it. What's up? What's up? Oh, you seen Pop today also? Look at this. I'm telling you, man. Me and you would just make crazy connections. I used to talk to somebody, too, back in the days. And it was just weird. Like, you know, you would say something, and then it would just click something in my head. And I was like, oh, shit, you just fucking kind of, you know, cracked the decode in my head. And then I would say something, and he's like, oh, shit, I just seen this and that, blah, blah, blah. It was just a good vibe back and forth off each other. What's up, guys? Blue color, XRP. Yeah, I guess so. You can hold on to it. I hope it works out. BlackRock speaks about $32 about XRP. I mean, all right. Whatever. I just see better opportunities with much other coins than XRP at the moment today. So, but I mean, whatever. That's on me. Don't be investing on my feelings. This is no financial advice anyway, so. What's my opinion on 311, huh? On 311. I like those numbers, 311. Sorry, just stacking and packing. Yep. Yes, indeedy. 9 plus 1 is 10 for sure. Executioner, they kept saying, go Tyler, and Tyler took a dive, meaning he's a scapegoat at Pacey. Of course he is. Listen, anybody who got brains, I mean, put it like this. You're watching videos and they want you to believe something, but yeah, you don't show the full video. You have all this video of a person running off a roof, but you have no video of him getting on the roof. You have no video of him taking the shot. The camera is up there. The camera should have caught all that. They don't show you any of that. But most people would be like, no, it was real. Like, you didn't even see shit. But yet you're running with it's real. And again, I'm not here to say that was fake, is staged, or whatnot. I'm just saying that the movie is playing out perfectly. And if you watch Snake Eyes, you'll start catching on to what the fuck is going on. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, there's just a lot of things. Like, you should be having an ambulance with that many people at one location. No ambulance, you're not sticking Charlie in back of an ambulance to save his life. People jumping over the tables and grabbing shit off the tables and then not even helping Charlie, just jumping in a panic to grab some type of whatever that may be and hand it off and run off to wherever you may go. Just a lot of weird shit. And I just laugh because I see people arguing and I'm like, you motherfuckers didn't even see shit. You didn't see shit. You were told that something happened and you ran with it. They didn't even show you. I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to be stuck on that story, but just saying, like, it played out very well. And when you watch that movie, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? And then there's a music video. Charlie's wife was in a music video, okay? And she tweets about, I had a good time shooting with Tyler. The words that they choose. Erica has a tweet. Go look at Miss Arizona. Again, she was Miss Arizona. Charlie lived in Arizona. Phoenix time? Phoenix time? Can the Phoenix really mean maybe silver, like the real currency, and maybe it wasn't crypto? Could that be? Because I told you about the lady who got burnt on the train in New York City, in Coney Island. Okay? She got burnt on the train, and the train is silver. But what really got me was the numbers that were on side of the train cart. And it had 925 in there. And that's the sterling silver stamp. Okay? Go look at the news about how many kids died from train surfing. When I think of train surfing, I'm like, train equals silver. Could that fucking mean silver surfers? That's how my brain thinks. I'm like, train, all of a sudden, you never heard of this shit in a while, and then all of a sudden it's just popping up about fucking kids riding, surfing the train. Not kids on top of a train. They just say surfing the train. Even with these two hurricanes that are coming off the east coast of the United States, the guy was even like, yeah, we're out here by the beach, blah, 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 and we got surfers out here. And I'm just like, bro, you're talking about a hurricane, life and death situation, but yet another life and death situation, hurricanes, surfing on the trains. And then you mention surfers again. I'm just saying. All right. Then we have a few stories about veterans getting shot as well, too, all of a sudden. And I'm just trying to connect the news to what's about to come. And when I think about, damn, veterans all of a sudden getting shot, I'm thinking about Silver Bullet. I'm thinking about Veterans Day. I'm thinking about if maybe Charlie Kirk and this whole shit was trying to push us to November 11th. Because like I said, the day that Charlie got pumed to November 11th is 62 days. And like I said, when you flip them, you get 26. You can move them around. You get 26. Then you get 29. You get 92. You can break it down to 9/11, 9/11. Maybe that was the 9/11 date. Okay. Also on November 11th is another 9/11. Okay, because November in Latin means nov. Excuse me. And nov means 9 in Latin. So can November 11th also mean 9/11? That's another reason why I feel so strongly about this day coming up. Especially when they were talking about remember the 5th of November. Like, and then I think David Schwartz even said, you have until November 4th to figure out what Roku Day is, or something like that. Right? Something to those extents. So it was like right before the 5th. And I'm like, remember, and like that remember thing. And then all of a sudden I go in and I find Remembrance Day on Veterans Day. And weirdly enough, it had the 11 code in there. And I just finished breaking down about how Erica's Kirk name is 3 Ks in there. That's 3 11s. Charlie had 347 hats in front of him. That's also 3 11s. So again, I'm just pointing out shit that I'm noticing. And also remember, in 2020, November of 2020, it was supposed to be the biggest, I think it was supposed to be like a digital crypto migration or something like that. There was supposed to be a very big migration in November. So maybe it's now. Maybe it's 5 years later. Let's see what else. Yasser Arafat died on 11th of November 2004. He used to carry a sentimental silver pistol. Oh, all right. Very interesting. Yasser. They say Yasser died on 9/11/2004, and he used to carry a silver pistol. Sentimental silver pistol. What's up? What's up? What's up? And they're also connected to Israel as well too. Both of them back and forth. Weirdly enough, if you go and watch that movie, the two cops, Nicolas Cage and the other cop, they're speaking. Their conversations about Israel. It's so many connections in there that connect to Charlie and his wife and shit like that. Is just mind-blowing. And the fight night. What the fuck? The fight night was on September 10th? Like, same day? You guys are just making it way too easy out here. Somebody says, have a look at the chart for a clash on Seoul. Looks like early days of Pepe. So get a while it's hot. Greetings, everybody. 311 was a Spain train incident in 2004. So it could be another date there. Starship in the building. Somebody's asking for Starship to please send his link, send his wallet, or send your music, your YouTube channel. $50 silver by the end of this week. Silver should really be $225 if you allow for inflation. They really don't want it over 47, as you can see. It hit 47 again kind of late yesterday, and then they fucking stepped on it. I don't know what it's doing. Let me see what it's doing now. I'm gonna have to end this live. It's time to pull in. Trying to see the price right now. Right now. It was trying to push up, and then they pushed it back down again. Hold on a second. Here, I'll show you the silver chart. Look at that. It was kind of low today. It was probably like around 46.30. And now you see they're trying to push this bad boy up again. It's 9:30 today. 666-999. The day's not over. Day's not over. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going. Let's see what it did a little earlier today. As you can see, 46.80. Woo! And it sniffed around. Look at, there's a 30. Did we do all-time highs again today? No, I think 47.6 is the all-time high. Hold on a second. Is that all-time high? Well, that was on the 29th. That's when we smacked those all-time high numbers. So 44, 47. And what's silver? 47. What is silver? 47 is silver. Look at that. 47.74. You see the reversals? You see the mirror? The one usually drops out because it holds no value. 47.74 mirror reflection. That's the fucking high. Look at that. Look at that. On. Oh. Remember we were saying how fucking 2.9 and all that other shit, right? 2-9. What they just said in the movie, 2-9. Well, look at that. On the 29th, remember he was like, only 2,900 because it had blood on it? Look at that. On the 29th, it broke all-time highs. On the 29th. And look at that, 47.74. All right? 9/11. 29 is 911 backwards. Okay? 911. And, holy shit. I wonder if this is going to be the high. I wonder if this is going to be the high, and then we stay below this. That right there would really make works, because check this out. We hit all-time highs since 2014, right? We hit all-time highs 11 years ago. Shit. 2014 was 11 years ago. So here we are with the number 11 again. 11 years ago, right? We had all-time highs. It was like 48 and change. Now, here we are on 9/11. That's the date that we fucking broke. Can we figure out what candle this was? So, Monday, the 29th. So, 9/29. On 9/29, that happened at fucking 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in. That's what that particular candle was. That's the high candle, and this is the next high candle. And then again, the 29th again. Just showing you, 9/11. So I wonder if this 29 can mean 9 is November, and 2 could be 1/1. November 11th? November 11th? Could it be November 11th? Could it be November 11th? Like I said, look at, and like the Twin Towers. Holy shit. Look at this, like the Twin Towers. Look how big this Mamacita is. This one's going up there as well too, but if it doesn't get up there, I'm expecting this to kind of stay down. I would love for this to be the all-time highs until we reach November. I'm telling you. I wonder if this is a message. 47 equals silver. And we're looking at silver price. And it is spiked on the 29th. So, I don't know. Let's look at one of my favorite. Holy moly, look at this motherfucking chart. Man. All right, we just came off of this chart, right? Hold on a second. We just came off of this chart. Well, I smoothed it out. What the hell? Oh, here we go. So here's the raise up. Right? I wonder if fucking Proton, I think Proton is silver, man. I really do think Proton is silver. But see how we had that little spike up? Now, I'm going to go to XPR. Look at this bad boy. Oh, look at that bad boy. Can you see it? It says buy. Strong buy. Hold on. Got here. Strong buy, 78%, right on top. Look at that. Look at that. Leaving liquidity behind. Fair value gaps. Anyway, I just wanted to check that out since I had the charts up or whatever. And that's just my little breakdown on November 11th. So I got eyes glued on November 11th. I really think that that's going to be a big day between the veteran. Oh, shit, man. This is why I think I keep seeing the V also, too. I don't know if you have seen it, but I keep seeing V. These guys are putting V. If you watched my Wheel of Fortune yesterday, right? Ryan Seacrest says something about whatever it was, but when he went to go say 2, he goes like this. Usually, 2, But he was like, oh yeah, two. He was showing you the V. And remember, he said something big is coming. Go back and go watch my Silver Wheel of Fortune video. He says something big is coming. Well, he says tomorrow. The day he says it was on the 29th, funny enough. Could it be? Could it be that he was really meaning November 11th? That he was saying it on the 29th of September? Huh? Just asking. Just asking. We went from 0.0056 all the way up to 0.0060, baby. And we're still rocking. We are still rocking it, baby. Let me just read the rest of this, and I'm going to wrap it up over here, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Let me see what you guys are saying. 911 Palladium this year with 2000 being at 9. Could be. Silver price has no ceiling at all. After it breaks $50, yeah. From a neck shot, you should have still been moving. You don't go still like that unless it is head or heart shot. Well, they try to say that they hit an artery and he bled out right there. The way that the blood came out like a waterfall, they were saying there's no way that he could have survived that. Which, to me, which was weird, how they were trying to stick him in the back of a black truck, just like Trump. It's very similar shit like Trump. Even though, I mean, Trump didn't get shot, but the same surrounding, the same security. Same security that was there with Trump was there with this guy. Same security guy. Weird. Very weird. Okay? Weird that Charlie got shot and then they all jumped on top of him, just like the president. And then they threw the president in the back of a black truck, just like they did Charlie. Just weird shit going on. Weird shit going on. That's all I could say. I'm not here to say what's right, what's wrong, if it's real, not real. I'm just saying, enjoy the motherfucking movie that's playing out. That's all I can say. Don't panic. Enjoy the movie. Grab your motherfucking Jiffy popcorn. XPR moving a bit. Oh yeah, well, we was just checking it out, actually. Funny enough, I just showed you the charts. 47 is the atomic number for silver. Yes, sir. That's why we reach all-time highs on 9/11. Maybe that's showing us a code right there on November 11th that silver is gonna. And you notice how it was blue bars, right? Blue bars, blue bars. Told you, baby. That's silver, baby. What is it? Aston Starship is on YouTube. Yes, he is. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you his channel right now so you know what to look for. I'll show you from my other phone. Everybody sign up. Everybody sign up. Everybody get the hell off this video and go sign up to this guy right here. Ashen Starship. Well, that's what happens. Fiat goes down and silver goes up. That's what usually happens. When the dollar goes down, precious metals goes up. You got to have a balance. Donald made it. Welcome, Donald. Yep, they kept showing the number 7 also on Snake Eyes. I was trying to figure that out. Weirdly enough, I was trying to get an image, but I can't seem to. It won't give me the image. But where Donald Trump was, when he was talking, when he got shot, supposedly, the platform, there was something there that was shaped as number 7 as well, Tara. And I was trying to get like a bird eyes view from where Charlie was to see if there's anything there, and I couldn't really find anything. But if you can get I seen it a few times on the news, and I didn't have my phone with me to take a picture, but they show like some type of platform on there that's like kind of shaped like the letter 7 on there. So, and then yeah, you're right. The number 7 somehow is showing heavy in the movies. You know, could be maybe freedom, right? 4th of July. Isn't that about Independence Day and all that other shit? Maybe they're talking about 4th of July. 47, 4th of July. Fireworks. Spaceman in the building. What's up, my dog? Something big. I think something big on 11th. The 5th could be 23 November. Yeah, Zanga. But we also said the 5th, the 5 could be flipped to a 2, and the 2 could be broken down to 1-1 as well, too. And I said, weirdly enough, they always scream and remember the 5th of November. And weirdly enough, on 11/11 is Remembrance Day. So, again, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just pointing out shit that I fuck with. That's on my mind. Yeah, there's trading indicators. Somebody built an algo. They built an algo and it comes up like that. It's pretty fucking sick, actually, for day trading. I'll show you really quick. So they put these indicators on. And it'll tell you, the percentage of how strong to either the price is going to go up or the price is going to go down. It'll tell you to sell if the price is going down. It'll tell you to buy if the price is going up. It even gives you color candles in here. And the more bullish it is, this is like super bullish right now. It's crazy. XPR, that's the XPR thing, has crazy blue candles on here. But as you can see, the candles start to change colors out here. And when it starts to get going down, it'll get red. It'll go from green. It'll go from blue to being bullish to like yellowish, to greenish actually, to yellowish, and then down to orange, then a red, as you can see. So yeah, pretty cool. You can pay monthly for this. But that's what it is anyway. Just showing you new technology out here, what they got out here. XLM is gold and silver. If that's what you believe, baby. Could be. I'm not saying. It could very well be. I could be very wrong here. Yeah, it would be the glorious thing. One day before the 23rd of November, the 22nd. There you go, VV. Check out Poly Markets for betting all the things. Come check crypto bets. Check out Poly Market for betting on all things. Cool shit with crypto bets. Somebody's saying. Zenga, I truly believe that. Well, that's TradingView, but that chart I'm using is TradingView, but that indicator shit that's on there, somebody installed it. You can get it off. I have a friend of mine that actually started that. He created the jar. It's called Jarvis, and I haven't joined his thing yet. This is from somebody else, but I was just weirdly enough, I was just talking to him today, and he was telling me about his algo. I think he charges $150 maybe a month to use it. So, but that charting it, look, I'm just saying that's basically what I use. TradingView right up there. But this extra shit, this algo shit, that's all extra shit that's inserted into here. And it'll tell you, it'll even give you signals on when to buy, when to sell. See, it'll say buy this section. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't really work out, but you have to know exactly what you're doing. You kind of use that tool for like a confluence, you know what I mean? Like a second or third opinion, but you really got to know what you're looking at on here. I'm learning myself, so I cannot give any type of charting information or anything like that. I'm just learning myself, so I'm only like a year and change in with day trading, so anyway, I gotta wrap it up. I'm gonna read these last few things and then I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, there was no blood. Yeah, there was no blood trail. I mean, I don't know. There was a lot of questionable stuff on there. Then they try to say that the guy jumped off the roof and he had the rifle in his pants. Bro, there was no rifle sticking out of his bag, and there's no way that guy is jumping off a roof that easily and then walking away without nothing falling out with a rifle. I mean, there's some people that believe it, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm going to leave it at that. I can't touch those things. Thanksgiving is when the market structure bill will be signed by Trump, and right before ISO goes live with Banks. 11/23 week will be glorious. Zanga is always throwing in the little goodies. So November should be exciting either way. If it's not early, then it's going to be later on. But November, let's wait on that motherfucking hit. V for Vendetta, remember the 5th of November. Oh, so there you go. There's the V for Vendetta. Maybe it's 2. Starship says, game over. What's the algorithm called name, please? No, that's just a link. There is no algorithms. Ah, okay. This is what it's called. Launchpad AI. So there it is. It got locked, and somebody had to load it into my thing. It's not something I create or what. I had to pay for it. All right, I got people calling me. I'm gonna really have to go. So again, this is some type of app that was added on to TraderView. Somebody that I know added that on, and it's their algo. You have to pay for it. So if you really want, I might be able to hook you up with the guy. I don't know. But you'll have to get in touch with me through x.com and hit me on a private message. So anyway, that's about it. So again, November 11th right now is one of the hottest dates in my decodes at the moment. After going through that, watching Starship's videos, seeing signs here and there, November 11th is locked in for me. Or we'll just see what happens from here. We're just going to have fun. Well, we got like a good month or so to go anyway, so not long from now. It's like 40 something days from now. Anyway, peeps, be safe, get home safely. Bully